So the other day, I went ahead and updated my MacBook, my M1 MacBook Pro that I've had for about a year now, to macOS 12.3. And what's crazy is that from the day when I bought this MacBook up until this point, I had very few issues with this specific MacBook. I'll be completely honest. The only slight issue I've been even kind of having recently is that it would randomly restart, but it was once every month. So I don't even know why that happened, to be honest. But the whole entire time I used it, I had absolutely no issues, and I think I was on macOS 11.3 or 11.3 something whenever I used it. And now, finally, because of all the cool updates that came with macOS 12.3, I went ahead and I was like, you know what, I'm going to go and update to the specific version of software. I think it's time. I can't wait to use universal control and all those things. And when I did it, I am actually super just surprised about the differences of updating a MacBook can do, and not necessarily in a good way. The last time I even updated a Mac was I think my 2015 MacBook Pro, when I updated it to I think macOS Big Sur or something like that a long time ago. Since then, I haven't updated these Macs, and there's a pro and a con. The pro is, you get the most amount of features when you update, and you also get, more security and all that stuff. But there are so many cons associated with it. I've actually had a pretty bad time with using this specific Mac on macOS 12.3, and hopefully it gets stable overall. But it's weird seeing the amount of differences. The big thing is the battery life. For some reason, macOS 12.3, and this may be this version of software, hopefully it'll get fixed in the next couple versions, it has actually taken a huge toll on the battery life of my MacBook. Typically, I could use this thing for an hour and it would barely even touch 10%. Now, if I use it for 30 minutes, it's down from 10%. It's really crazy. Same exact usage. So I'm not too sure why that's happening. And it's very, very concerning because, I've had such a great experience with it before, but now if it's going down, it's really going to change the way that I look at this specific MacBook. On top of that, the performance seems kind of down a little bit too. It's so weird. Before, it was, blazing fast. It was extremely fast. I even bought the 16-inch MacBook Pro in my Mac Studio, and I'm like, dude, my M1 MacBook Pro is still perfectly enough for me. It's not slow. Now, after updating it, I've noticed that certain graphics are super slow. If I'm exporting a video, if I'm churning through some footage, it kind of chops up a little bit more. And little things like that, I don't know why that happens now. So that's another thing that I saw. And overall, the whole stability aspect, I will say though, almost a majority of the things when I'm having my MacBook docked up, I don't really notice these things too much. But even since when I updated it, I've been noticing the fans come up a little bit more on my MacBook as well. Before, it would be once every 4 months, something like that would happen. I've already had that happen to me twice since updating, and I've only had this update for about a week and a half now. So that's another thing that's kind of concerning to me. All my usage has been exactly the same. I haven't really changed things up that much, and honestly, I just kind of hate updating my MacBook as of this point. I love having the stability of when I first buy a MacBook. Having that stable software there is awesome. I may have to factory reset my MacBook and go from there, but I shouldn't have to do that every single time I want to update my MacBook. So that kind of covers it. If you have any other questions or anything like that, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.